Yeah, what up? Episode 2, Take is Needed. I'm one of your hosts, Kendall.
I'm your other host, Warpath.
And we got one of our guests in the house today, man. Go a far way back, man.
Yes, it's family here.
Absolutely. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my G.
Yeah, it's your boy Jet, man. You already know. Simple and easy.
Word, man. How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm glad to be here, man. Again, appreciate the invite.
Absolutely.
This is dope, man. It's a nice surprise.
Absolutely, man. How you doing? All right. How's everything going with you this week?
Good. Everything is good, man. Jet's got the win today, so you already know. I'm amped about that. That's rare. It's like seeing a unicorn. And other than that, man, I'm feeling good, man. Everything is great.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. How's everything with you?
Everything's great so far, man. Can't complain. My Patriots got a bye week this week, so I don't have to worry about any losses or anything happening there. So I'm all right for now.
Absolutely, my G. Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. I'm just waiting to get back to the regular bullshit tomorrow. On the clock. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
right.
Other than that, man, just chilling out, man. Didn't really kind of an uneventful week for me. Just working.
Yeah, it was just one of those just grinding it out.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Getting ready for that Disney Plus that drops Tuesday. Can't wait to get home from work. I'm gonna be binge watching. Well, not binge watching because I don't think it's even the stuff is not dropping like Netflix style.
I think it's weekly. I think it is gonna be
Right.
weekly.
Yep.
I
crazy,
thought
though.
something was supposed to drop with it that same day.
Yeah, I think it's gonna drop when it drops. I think the first episodes will be on there, but then I think it's gonna be a weekly thing.
Yep.
At least for the main event that we're talking about.
Yeah, that man. Let's be specific. The Mandalorian.
Oh,
Can't wait to see that.
Yes.
That's gonna be crazy.
that's gonna be crazy.
Absolutely, man.
can't wait.
And I was reading something today, and they're already scheduled out to like December. So that's gonna be like an ongoing thing. It's like a series, and they're already greenlit for season 2. So it's not like gonna be like a mini series. It's gonna be an actual series, which is super dope.
That's cool as hell.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like the trailers I've seen for it so far. The first and the second one, they both look super crazy. One thing that I heard that there's gonna be like a major spoiler in The Mandalorian coming before Star Wars. So I don't know what it's about. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I'm not sure what that is, but
I guess we'll have to see when it.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
But that's gonna be crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely be on that leading up to Star Wars.
Yes.
Episode
And we should
9.
be a good few weeks into that too before the Star Wars drops, because that's what, the 19th.
Yeah, so you're looking at what?
That's a good month. That's like 4 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that not only is the episode 1 gonna drop on Tuesday when it goes live, but the second episode is gonna air on Friday, and then they're gonna continue on a weekly thing.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, that is fine.
At least that's what I read. But
I like that.
And it should have everything on there for that catch up too.
Right.
Absolutely.
Watch an episode a week before the movie drops.
Oh yeah.
Or 2 actually.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Gotta watch 2 of them
Yep.
things.
Absolutely. Can't wait for that new Star Wars to come out. Been waiting for that forever.
I know, that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be insane. We already have our tickets. All of
Yes.
us.
Oh, big time facts. Big time
Absolutely.
facts.
Thanks to Jet
Absolutely.
over here. Reserved us immediately. We're all in there.
And the runtime I think is
2:35, I believe.
yeah, so it's gonna be the
Ooh,
longest
yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
2.5 hours,
Movie.
baby.
Yeah.
Buckets of popcorn. I'm feet up. I'm ready.
I feel like if movies are under 2 hours now, I'm like, or at least those
I'm
kind of
unamused.
movies.
Yeah. If it's under 2 hours, I'm unamused.
I'm just like, oh
Right.
man, there's not many places you can take.
And it's crazy because attention spans these days are so short, but when it comes to movies, I can't get enough.
Right. I agree.
I need more.
I agree.
If I'm doing something online, I need it now. But if I'm in the movies,
Right.
I'm good not leaving.
Yep. Keep me there for a little bit. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Well, yesterday, kind of off subject, I went up to Massachusetts.
Let's talk about it.
Preach.
Suspect situation.
Let's talk about it.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. And let Warpath go ahead and tell the story, man. Go ahead, man. Since you know what I mean. It put you off guard like immediately.
every time.
And while you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and indulge on what has to do with that.
Okay. Well, while you're indulging on that, I'll explain a little short story for you guys. So, yesterday, we indulged on this little endeavor, heading up to Mass to go get some medicinal, So, on our way up there, we go up there, and then, like usual, we go there, and there's no parking. I guess they're building a parking lot that's going to be, like, right next door to it or something like that. But as of right now, they have no parking lot. It's just
now, which spot is this? Is this the Northampton joint?
This is not the Northampton joint. This is not the Northampton joint. Shout out to Netta, but I'll tell you what, that shit is not right, Jack. That shit is not right, man.
That is not right.
It's not right. I'm saying, listen, I'm not trying to sound bougie, but after I indulged and grabbed the card for my much needed illness,
right.
Like there's nothing better than the AGL above 28% indica. There's nothing better than that. I have indulged lately.
Shout out to AGL, you guys.
You could check this with Warpath. I have indulged on 3 different strains of CPS that I've liked.
Okay.
And one was a sativa, obviously the Lexicon, the lemon skunk.
Ah, the lemon skunk.
Right.
And that's always a hitter.
But
At
the
like 30, 31.
Right.
Always.
That's always good.
The Lunavin, that star killer, that shit is fire. That Raritan, it's rare dankness. They got it right now. That shit is fire.
Oh, so I had, because again, I'm back on Tuesday. Hopefully, my joint expired. But
right.
No, ain't no hopefully. You on there?
Nah, I know. It's a renewal. There. It's a renewal. So they had the raw dankness, but it was a Curaleaf, the Curaleaf Black.
Okay.
And then, which was fire. But and it's crazy because that one was actually, it never really came in at a high percentage, but it's one of those ones that even
crazy.
at like a 2021,
it
was still a slumper.
You're right. I had that one before. And
that was fire.
Yeah,
that was fire. And then the Star Killer, when it was the AGL joint, it was the Indical H, I believe.
Indical H.
That Star Killer.
Yeah, and that was fire. But I haven't had the CPS.
The CPS Star Killer, that Lunavin. That Lunavin, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
I
liked it. It was good.
I can't wait to get back in there.
You know what I mean? It's definitely some fire. I just feel like AGL has the best quality overall.
It's everything though. It's quality. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Right.
Everywhere. Right. The look of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's crazy. They got it down.
Yes.
Like they figured it out.
So that being said,
yeah, we're on this.
We've been running out of our limit.
Right.
Running out of our limit.
Right.
First.
Now there's about to be a third on deck though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You feel me? So that's
exactly.
That's 7.5 now that cats can deal with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not. You know me. I'm gonna go. I rack up a little bit, but then my joint be kind of just on the flex. Right. I've never once come even close to going over my joint.
Right.
So you already know. I got G's to spare.
There you go.
I can spare a square.
But what happens when you do run out of your limit is you end up going on 1.5 trips.
Right. Well, leading back to our story, we went on an 1.5 trip up to Mass, deep in Mass. I don't know the name of the town. Whatever.
Lescaster or something like that.
I have no idea.
That actually might be in England.
It's called Cultivate. It's called Cultivate. It's in fucking. Of course, the service is terrible in here, but Leicester.
Sorry if we're getting this wrong, but put it this way: it's a place in Mass I've never been to before. We'll just say that, right? Mm-hmm. So we get there, and like I said, there's no parking lot, there's no parking space available, whatever. So you have to drive 2 miles up the road to a nursery parking lot station. And from there, they have a little small shuttle bus that picks up about 8 to 12 people at a time. That brings you down this little Indiana Jones.
And it comes on rotation?
Yes, it does. Like every 5 minutes, a new shuttle pulls in and picks you up.
So, damn, you know what, though? As sketchy as that is, that's quite the operation.
It is.
That's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
That's what I mean. It felt like I was
building a parking lot, too, right there, right now. But I imagine that's because people are bitching.
Yeah, I believe it because they're over there wherever this business is. Right. They're probably mad as hell that these cats are sending shuttles to pick people up. Right. And it's by the dozen.
It's like farmland too. It's like all farmland out there.
That's weird.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
It was weird. It was a little tricky.
All right, so that shit brings you down the road, the little joint.
Little Indiana. You go on a little Indiana Jones mission. Yeah. You know, and you're traveling.
Vans
through all
haven't
this
been vacuumed
type of shit.
ever.
No, my
They've
God.
never seen a vacuum.
No. See, if you're gonna run a shuttle service, you've got to.
Yeah, they have to be clean.
Detailing has to be in the budget. It's got to be.
No, first of all, this chick pulled up on us, and we went to go get in, and she said, "Nah, sorry, you know, I'm on shift.
Shift change.
Shift change." Went and parked on the other side of the parking lot. Bitch probably fucking sitting there smoking.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you could have just let us in.
Yeah, that's all she
took us down the road.
It's fucking freezing.
It's freezing because it's windy as hell and it's cold.
Yesterday was brick.
Yes, it was. But I'll have to say, within like the next 5 minutes, another shuttle came and picked us up and brought us down there.
But the reason we go there and not Netta
is
because Netta, the original reason we go there, is because when we first found this Cultivate place, Netta will only let you get an eighth.
Right.
Yeah, I've heard. That's whack. And that's why I haven't even gone, because I'm like, it's not worth it.
No.
And their eighths are trash. Not trash, because we've had a couple there that have been good. That Bruce Banner that one time was good.
The one time.
That one time, actually.
That was the first time, too.
Yeah. That's how they get you. That's how they get you, man. They get you in the door, they hit you with that fire, and then when you come back, they start treating you like stepchild.
So instead, we went to this other place, Cultivate, which is the opposite direction of Springfield. Like more like if you're going to Boston.
Okay.
Right? Like up in the Sturbridge area.
Yep.
Right.
And you could get as much as you want there. But at least that first time. Then when we went back the second time, you couldn't get as much as you want. You could only get an eighth. But
from the same Cultivate place?
Yes. But they had 30%ers. I mean, that's 30%er.
Yeah. This chocolate OG was
chocolate OG.
This shit was delicious.
That's what we end up picking up out there for you guys. Chocolate OG. 30%er.
Yeah, no, this is nice.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I must say. That's my second time having it. The first time I had it.
Oh, this is
I'll admit that I didn't get it from Cultivate. I got it from Netta.
You can see this nugget. This nugget is crazy.
It was equally good. Yeah. I like it. It has a chocolatey taste. It's pretty good.
It really does, too. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's pretty good.
And it's wild because the difference between the two herbs that we just smoked, the orange rose and the chocolate OG, it almost tastes. It's crazy because even in the taste, like it looks like the bud. Like the taste of the orange was mad bright and vibrant and citrusy and shit.
Right.
And then the chocolate was just dark and it felt like just like it was almost a little like harsher.
Yeah, you're right.
It's nice.
Yep.
God, I love weed. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. It's the best thing ever. To me, I'm way more of a smoker than I'll ever be a drinker.
1,000%.
I just
like we were just talking about. I'm the type. You give me a beer at a party, and for sure, I'm like, damn. Now I want to go home.
Yep.
I'm tired.
Absolutely.
I'm feeling like I don't even want to talk anymore.
You're right.
I can't do it anymore. And then back in the day, down to half a pint to the brick, to the face.
Right.
Playing dice in the back of the shop.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore.
No, we can't.
Be on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Smoking is just way more convenient. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're drinking alcohol, you can't shake that off. You can smoke weed, and if something serious happens,
unhigh like that.
There you go. Yeah.
In the snap of a finger, you can get unhigh.
You can sober yourself up.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You ever been pulled over when you're high, bro? The second that cop gets to the window, you're sober as shit.
Sober as hell.
That's it. You're done.
That's it. Right.
You're mad as hell because now you got to roll up again when he's gone.
Right. Absolutely.
Terrible.
Absolutely.
But yeah, being drunk, there's no shaking that off.
No.
You see those sobriety test videos where cats are trying to walk the line and they're trying to plead with the officer and just man. They know exactly what's going on. They be trying to front. And you're like, come on, man.
Yep, it doesn't
Wait till
work.
you see this tomorrow, man, because you're gonna be like, damn, man, that was me. They got me out here looking crazy.
Right. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
Flames.
I got you.
Yeah. All right. We'll indulge into that.
Oh no, I found it.
What's something I wanted to ask you, Chad? Oh, have you ever been a fan of the Bad Boys movie?
Yeah, actually, it's crazy because the original Bad Boys, bro. I remember this one time so I don't get sick like that. I got for some reason I've got a fire immune system. So, but when it hits me, every few years, it hits me, and I'm like dead. And this is how it's been since I was young, bro. And I remember I grew up in Waterbury, and where me and my mom lived, it was really a 1-bedroom apartment. And my bedroom was kind of like designed to be a dining room because you had to walk through the living room. You had to walk through my room to get from the living room to the kitchen.
Right.
But it just worked as a bedroom for me, so it was what it was.
Right.
But so I remember laying there, bro, mad blankets on me. I'm sick as hell, cold. Watching Bad Boys. We had one of those black boxes. You remember those black boxes? They used to go into the numbers that were high as hell. Absolutely. Had the little red digi numbers on the front. Yep. Those, they were broken, so you could get movie channels and shit like that. Yep. So I was watching Bad Boys on repeat, bro. Repeat. And I just sitting there sick as hell watching that shit on repeat.
Right.
And then Bad Boys 2 dropped mega later.
Yes,
and it was dope, but I didn't connect with it like I did the first one. That shit to me was legendary, man.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
Legendary.
And I've always been a huge Will Smith fan. That's
too.
why, shouts to Will.
Me too.
Even as a rapper,
Me
know
too.
what I'm saying?
Me
Like
too.
that Big Willie style album, bro. I used to bump that shit ridiculous, bro. Straight up.
Absolutely.
Won't front. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I definitely had all Will's albums. Parents just don't understand. I had them all. I had
all that.
of them. So
all that, bro.
Nightmare on My Street.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. I was just about to say.
Shout out to Big Willie.
And it's dope because he really used to kick like stories. Like if you go back, like sometimes they're kiddie and cheesy, but Holmes was a teenager. Right. But it was dope, man. The Fresh Prince is classic. It's just,
I was watching every night. I watch Fresh Prince.
Right.
Bro, this cat went on a fucking streak. There was a time when he was on fire, bro. This cat had countless years with back-to-back #1 hits. Right. Starting with like, what was it, Enemy of the State or Behind Enemy Lines or something like that?
Right. Yep.
Even like Shark Tale, Hitch, Bad Boys, Independence Day. Yep. He just had all these movies that were dropping. And then even
Wild West.
Wild West. Bro.
Crazy.
That's crazy. I can spit that 16 right now.
Right.
Easy. All for it.
Men in Black.
How could I forget Men in Black, bro?
Yes.
You kidding me? Crazy, dude.
Classics.
Yeah, nah, he's the man. So, yeah, to answer your question, I fucks with Bad Boys.
So how do you feel about the Bad Boys 3? Did you see the trailer yet?
I did see the trailer.
Not that
Here's
movie.
the thing, man. I'm gonna give it a shot again because I fucks with Will and Martin too. You know what I'm saying? I grew up watching Martin.
Right.
But I just it seems I'm hoping it's surprisingly good.
Right. Me too.
I'll say it like that. I don't expect a lot.
I get the Hobbs and Shaw feel from it that it's gonna be like such a dope bad movie.
I can catch that vibe from that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Watchable, entertaining, but really a bunch of nothing.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's not. I hope
I said.
I hope
I hope it's shockingly good. I hope that it's shockingly good for real.
I really do too, especially just because it's the last one that ended off with. So I hope they do a great job.
And I think they'll do a good job. I got faith in them.
Me too.
I don't think they would do it if it was really garbage.
Right.
Especially for it to be so long. You know what I mean? Like that shit came out a long time ago.
Right. So I'm just thankful we're gonna get a third movie to end like the trilogy off with. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're ever gonna get that for like movies like Friday, especially with the passing of John Witherspoon just passed away.
Rest in peace, Pops.
So it's just like
that was sad news.
It's just terrible, man.
And I'm not one to like
rest in peace.
Like obviously, death is always tragic, right? But for me, I'm not one that really like it takes a lot for me to get like real worked up over like a celebrity passing. Right. You know what I mean? And that was one of the ones that was like, damn, Pops is gone. Especially because like I grew up watching the Wayans brothers.
It's also a reflection on. It's also a reflection on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You think about it and you're like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you grew up off that.
Yeah. Straight up, and even in my later life,
the people that we grew up off of are dying.
Yes,
it's crazy.
Yes, that's one thing I'm noticing too. It's just like, man, and that's why it's like. I mean, I would
even with this music shit, like this is just a young man's game.
It's over.
You know.
Yeah.
This cat said, Will Press said it to me all the time. Like we'll pull up and hear people banging some music. Don't sound nothing like what I would make.
Right.
Nah, facts.
Facts. So why would I do it? So why?
1000%.
And the crazy thing is that music has always changed over the course of life, but the difference is it's never been as fast as it has for us. Like, for example, when you had like let's say classical rock music or something like that, or just like 80s hip hop music or whatever, I feel like that era lasted longer than the 90s music only lasted about like 10 years. Opposed to
just like how music has changed in the last 10 years.
Right.
It's just the rate that they can put it out at now. Back then, it lasted longer because it took longer to get it.
That's a good point.
Niggas were really pressing records and really,
absolutely
you know what I'm saying?
You're 1,000%
my nigga,
right. I
never
never
had to really go to the studio and get that shit mixed down. My nigga, we can make a song right now and put that shit out on SoundCloud by the end of the night.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So it's
anybody. You could. It's
right.
You know. It's
That's
it's accessible.
Right.
It's accessible.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely, exactly. It's so accessible. Everything's right at your fingertips.
Right.
It's just it comes out fast. That's why people come and go so quick. Hear somebody with a song, 3-4 months later, you're like, damn, where's this nigga?
Yeah, they're gone.
And that's just how it goes.
It's crazy. It moves so fast that I didn't even realize when the sound changed. You know what I mean? I didn't even realize.
They kind of morph into each other.
Yeah.
It just kind of.
It went from
it's just
boom
kind
bap
of one
to like
continuous
the 808
blob.
shit.
It just doesn't really.
Yep.
Because it all still kind of sounds the same. It's just there's just slight variations in it that start to turn it to something else, and just like.
Right.
Just how, you know, like humans evolved from bacteria. It was just like kind of over a long period of time, it just kind of creates something.
Yeah.
And so cats are just riding that wave, and then people just hop on. It's like the you know what it's like? It's like the Speed Force. Like when Barry Allen's running through the Speed Force and he jumps off into different periods of time. So like some people hop on, can't get in, hop back out.
Yep.
Some people can ride the wave. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just going, bro.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah. It moved real fast. Like it just went super fast from like the Biggie Tupac era to what we have now. Holy moly.
Bro, cats that like there's kids right now that are in high school that were born in 2005.
Right.
When we were graduating high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when we were graduating high school, that's already 10, 15 years after this cat passed.
Right.
When did he pass? In 91 or 92 or something like that? It was early 90s.
Who's that?
Biggie.
Oh, 97. 97.
Oh, 97. There you go.
Yeah,
And and Pac was a little bit before that.
96.
96.
Yep.
So you think fucking 2005? That's 10 years after that, bro.
Yeah.
We're graduating high school. Kids are being born.
Right.
So now
It's
it's what,
2019, 2020. The
Bro,
kids who are
it's 20
graduating.
years later.
These kids graduated in 2020. They didn't, you know.
Yeah, they don't know.
They weren't even born.
They weren't.
Straight up.
They have no idea about
They
that
weren't
whole,
even born.
that whole thing. They don't have no idea.
Because now that shit is their parents' music, and that shit is whack.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy when you think about it. Because I never listened to like my parents' music when I was growing up. But it's like I never felt like that would happen to us so fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy.
Even in sports, bro, when you're sitting there, you're watching, and I remember hearing like my uncles or somebody would say, "Oh man, I remember, you know, that coach. I remember when he used to play." Now I'm saying that shit.
Right.
Derek Fisher's a coach.
Right.
I remember when that nigga used to play.
Yep.
Fucking, you know, Doc Rivers is a coach. I remember when he used to play.
Yep.
Jason Kidd was a coach. I remember he was a play. He was just played a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, bro.
That's right.
Because you see the world around you get older, and you forget that you're keeping up with the whole shit, and then that shit starts to put it in perspective. You're like, damn, son.
Time is moving.
Yeah,
Time is
bro.
moving. Time is definitely moving.
Yeah. That says a lot about us.
Yeah, straight up.
We're getting old.
Though we making the most, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's all I can think about. Even with the wave, even with just technology in general, you got Apple. They're just killing things. You got actually next December, not this December, but next December, they got the release of the Xbox 2 and the PlayStation 5 coming out.
Yeah, I heard.
That's gonna be crazy.
You know me, I'm a Nintendo guy. You already know Nintendo.
Right.
What's up?
Word.
You know the technology's got to be crazy. They actually already came out with Infinity Wars Avengers game. That's gonna be one of the games that come out with the console. I've seen a little playthrough of it already. Oh, it looks.
When are they gonna come out with the virtual ones? The ones where you put on your fucking, you know, you put on the goggles and
They got VR.
You know,
Yeah.
They got all that VR shit.
I know. When are they gonna come out with it though? Like, you
on
know,
a console.
Yeah, like this is it.
It might come with these.
This is it. You don't look at your screen no more. You don't even need the fucking TV.
It's if it's not out, it's on deck.
Oh, of course it is. I have no doubt it is.
No, it's 1,000% on deck.
Right.
It's not gonna be for me because I can't even. That's why I'm a
Yeah.
Nintendo dude, man. Because I can't play. I get that motion sickness when I'm watching the game, so I can't play all that shit. So I get left in the dust. But it's cool though, because I got my Nintendo Switch and I'm chilling.
Word. Yeah, I was always a Game Boy. Like I would.
Game Boy was my shit. I used to walk around with that shit like it was a cell phone.
Yep.
Straight up. That shit was always on me.
I love
Batteries on deck, too.
Yep.
Don't leave your remote around me.
Right.
Because, boy, them batteries was AF.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
He's going to save me later.
And there's a lot of people who probably don't even know what a Game Boy is, but the Game Boy was definitely lit. It was one of the first
like that,
portable.
That makes me sad.
I know it is. It's a shame, but it was one of the first portable like gaming units that was just. I'm talking about the Game Boy.
Sega had the Game Gear. You remember
that?
Game Gear was dope because that had the color screen.
There you go.
They were shitting on Game Boy for a little bit. They had the color screen. That shit was actually popping.
I was gonna lead into that
was
because
popping.
The Game Boy, let alone didn't have color. It also didn't have like a backlight. It didn't have no light.
Yeah, facts. Until the Game Boy Color dropped.
Exactly.
And even that wasn't as good as the Game Gear gameplay. No, that was actually looking back was mega impressive.
Yes, it was. It was
for them to put that. Advanced. Now that shit was a bricky. Don't get me wrong. You were holding a baby cinder block,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That was. It was definitely. It was a piece of equipment for sure. Right. But it was the technology in that thing for the time. That was crazy.
Right.
They laced that. Shout out to Sega.
Yeah, shout out to Sega on that, man. Sega definitely laced the game.
No, they went ham. They went ham. They went ham.
Yeah, Nintendo tried to come with the
Somebody died for that idea.
They must have.
For sure. That's one of those ideas that's crazy. That's next level.
I think that introduced us to a Sonic. Sega introduced us to Sonic, you know.
Oh yeah, iconic. That shit used to come with it when Sega first dropped. Sonic was the dude.
Sonic and Knuckles,
just like Mario with Nintendo.
Yep.
Sonic was the guy, bro.
Aren't
and then
they
Crash
coming out with a
Bandicoot
movie?
came through with a PlayStation.
Right.
He was the dude when that shit dropped.
Oh,
I don't remember what Xbox was.
I don't remember what Xbox. What's that? Halo.
Oh, yeah, the Halo dude.
I think Halo was the Xbox thing that came with it. That was the main.
That shit was crazy. Niggas were like, "Yo, Microsoft is making a gaming system. That's wild."
Yeah, I remember. I never had the first Xbox. I had the Xbox 360. I didn't have a lot of systems, but I had the Xbox 360, and I had the Halo 3 edition, the green one with like the gold chrome on it, some shit like that.
That's dope.
I remember with the first PlayStation, they had Twisted Metal. You guys remember that game? Yeah, let's heat up. Let's heat up.
Yes, of course.
There's gotta be, bro. So
they need
I
a
have
remake
my
of that.
PlayStation. We can make this happen. I actually found a box at my parents' crib.
No way.
I got my I have the original PlayStation, my 64, the Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, my original Sega. I just
my
don't
dude was
have
the dude
any
Minion.
games.
Oh,
my dude was the dude Minion that went like that with the wheels. You know what I'm saying?
Mine was the ice cream truck, Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth was fire.
There was a couple of dope ones, man.
They were all. You know what? You remember that movie with this dude Jason Statham, which was basically a take on. It was called like Death Race or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah. They were all locked up and had the crazy thing. It was like a bootleg Twisted Metal movie.
Yeah, you're right.
They should bring it back though and do something
like
fire.
Twisted Metal.
Do something crazy with
Straight
that.
up, like they should actually do something crazy like that.
They really should.
Go ahead and.
Damn, too bad we can't get a budget, man. Because I could.
Oh man,
I could streamline that shit.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that Twisted Metal shit's crazy.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, that game is so classic. Yeah. I was actually at that time in my life into actually Need for Speed was fire.
Ooh.
I used to fuck with that.
Yes,
that shit was
Need
crazy.
for Speed was fire. I love getting the cops to chase you.
Pursue something. Yes. Oh, that was the point. That was it. That shit was fire because when you're dipping from the police, that shit was crazy, son.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I used to play Mad Triple Play, that baseball game. Used to make a creative player, make them all the way crazy nice.
Yep.
And
I remember that. Yep.
Just hit mad home runs. It was actually now. If you did it now, it'd be like, what is the point? But when you're a kid, you ain't got shit to do.
Right,
you know what I used to do? I used to play Dreamcast. I used to have the. Actually, I did find that game. It's the NBA 2K with Allen Iverson on the cover, like the first 2K ever.
Oh, that's sick.
And they actually made NFL 2K with Randy Moss on the cover.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was short lived, but it was fire.
All right.
But I used to take goaltending off and try to get and try to shut cats out through fucking 4 quarters. Just go stand by the rim with the big man and just keep on goaltending, and try to shut niggas out.
That's dope. That's dope.
And then that was it. That was the end of that. But this shit was fun.
I remember. What else came with the PlayStation 1? I think like it had like a demolition derby thing. Where it's like you drive and you keep like driving in the cars and making them blow up.
Yes, I do remember that. Demolition Derby.
I remember they had
I think it was called Demolition Derby.
Yeah, you might be right, actually.
Something like that.
Because it did. When you used to buy the PlayStation, it would have that game of demos.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what games were fire? Obviously, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater.
Yep,
that shit is legendary.
That was legendary.
Shout out Tony Hawk.
I didn't even play skateboard
Had a Fat Boy
games,
skating.
but I definitely played that.
Yo, straight up. Exactly. That's the one. That's the one. But then they had Matt Hoffman had a bike game, and so did Dave Mirra, and they were both dope.
Right.
What else? I liked all them X Games shit. Because the all those like Final Fantasy VII was dope, but I was always the kid that I was just tapping through the dialogue to play the game, so I never really had any purpose because I wasn't listening to what was being told.
Right.
Because when you talk to people throughout the game, that's what tells you what to do. Yep. So I'm just getting through because I just want to play and shit. So I end up running around aimlessly and I can never get through anything. So I always used to play more sports games and shit.
Right.
And Nintendo games like Donkey Kong and Mario and shit where it was just levels and
I was in love with the EA Sports games too. I loved them.
Yeah, they were fire.
All of them. The Maddens, the Live. NBA Live was my shit.
Bro, they used to have NFL Game Day. Yeah, NBA Live was fire. Yeah. Back in the day, I remember.
Do you remember NBA Jam?
Hell yeah!
Oh my god,
that shit was iconic, bro.
Shit goes on fire.
On fire.
Hell yeah, he's heating up.
Yep.
He put the nail in the coffin with that one.
Yo, that shit used to be.
That
was like the game that everybody wanted. Yo, that was like it.
Oh my god,
that was the one. That was the one.
It was John Starks and Patrick Ewing.
Yep.
Or I was fucking all these dudes, Nick Van Exel and fucking Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
And that was young Kobe. They didn't even know he was nice yet.
Yeah,
straight up.
That's crazy.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Because they used to have this thing called Sega Channel. If you remember that.
I do remember that. My cousin used to have that.
Oh, man.
That was crazy.
Unlimited
that
games.
Was crazy.
Like,
that was ahead of his time.
It was.
That was ahead of his time. Because that's almost on some GameFly shit.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah. It's like the live stream
definitely
shit
ahead
now.
of his time.
Yeah, it was
it's
way
crazy
ahead
because
of
there was a lot of shit like that was ahead of his time, but didn't really hit until it got perfected.
Right.
Yeah, but they had to. Without that, you know what I'm saying? Like they're the ones that really put that out there.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
They started
Somebody's
that.
at home like fuck.
They made like that on demand type of thing. Like they started
that. Was crazy.
That
was a hell of an idea.
It was.
It's just what it was. I don't think. It was probably just because like back then it was like cats were fucking dial up modems and shit like that, 33.8K. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even get online on the weekend because so many people were on. Your computer would literally give you a busy signal.
Right.
I'm like, my nigga, that's crazy.
Right.
You have to play me like that? That's wild.
Crazy.
So yeah, I think that their problem was the accessibility. Just like we were talking about with the other shit, why music comes out so fast now.
Yep.
It's just it's accessibility.
It was accessibility. Sega Channel killed the game with that. It introduced me into so many games too, like right at my fingertips, like The Simpsons. Oh, that was my game.
That's crazy.
I love The Simpsons.
Bro, it's like going to the arcade but being at the crib. Yeah.
There you go. I loved it. I'm still waiting for another Simpsons game. I hope they come out with that so I can read.
I'm surprised they haven't.
I feel like it's got to be coming. I hope so.
Well, now
that shit is still relevant. That shit is
I wonder
the
if Disney owns
show.
them now, right?
Well, Fox, yeah.
Fox,
whole merger.
So,
oh my god, they own everything. So is that shit gonna be on Disney Plus?
I would assume so at some point.
I still watch The Simpsons till this day.
Yeah, they still drop new episodes.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy, bro. That shit's been around literally my entire life.
Yeah, it's like my favorite cartoon show.
That shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that shit's iconic. That shit is really what set the premise for all these other shows that we love, like Family Guy.
Right.
Like they can say whatever they want, my nigga.
I love Family Guy.
Yeah, me too. That's my shit. I love that shit. But that shit is a straight.
I can't act like I don't love Family Guy.
Hell yeah.
But I definitely grew up off The Simpsons for sure, 100%.
100%. Absolutely.
But yeah, you're right. It did pave the way for the animated, and really paved the way that nobody ever could get on besides like a couple of shows like Family Guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And they have the now, which is cool. They're coming out with these arcade 1-up systems. Have you seen those yet?
No.
They're like
the little ones that they see in Walmart.
Oh, you plug into the TV. Yeah.
No,
they have the actual. Yes, I have seen that. They're like $150 too. It's not that expensive.
Yeah.
Right, and they do it. Yes, I do. I have seen that. That shit's crazy.
That's pretty cool, man. They're coming out with all the ones that were in the arcade.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat,
Ninja Turtles.
Pac-Man, Ninja Turtles.
That's so fire.
All the classic shit, man.
That's so fire.
It's crazy.
Bro, there's a spot in New Haven called Barcade that has all these games. It's like an adult arcade. They got a bar and shit. Barcade.
That's crazy.
That shit, I haven't been, but it looks fire. And you can go online and see the list of games that they have. It's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy. All nostalgic shit.
I've never been maybe years ago I've been to like a couple arcades, but I haven't been to anything recently, especially out here in Connecticut where we're from. It's just like What do we got? Dave and Buster's and the one you just mentioned to me.
Yeah.
I went to Dave and Buster's. It wasn't. I mean,
It's straight. I'm gonna go to the basketball thing type of nigga and scrape you for like 40.
Right.
That's it. That's it.
I just go there and get like some appetizers.
Nah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Shit. It's about to get cold here these next few nights, man.
Man, been cold these past few nights.
No, it's about to get down into the teens.
Damn, I gotta take my air conditioners out, bro.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
That shit is that whack shit.
Gotta do that, man. That's
at least in the kids' room, we can I'll freeze.
That's the only thing I miss about the condos. That central air, man. I know.
Oh, you just shut that thing off.
Yeah. Well, I moved here right before it got right on the verge of where it was tolerable to not have air conditioning.
Yeah.
Right.
So we never bought one or bought any.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I know
that's
once
a next season thing.
Yep. I know it's gonna be a bitch.
It's all right though. Once you find how to maximize one unit, so like. Our house is kind of our crib is not set up how yours is, but it's about
Yep.
You know, it's the same kind of structural design, it seems.
Yep.
Right.
So we found, like in my house, it stays cool. We only have one AC on the main floor. It's just in the window where the breeze pushes through the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about finding that where that is, and then you can keep it minimal. You don't have to put a fucking air conditioner in every window.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's just straight.
That's super good.
Cause then you save too, cause one of them shits ain't cheap.
No, it's not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But
yeah, they draw a lot of electricity.
yeah.
That's
how you own a house, guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
One thing I did want to touch on was the DC universe and the Marvel universe. As far as where I think these things are going, it's just been announced that Marvel's gonna be setting up something that's called an R-rated universe, where all their Marvel R-rated films are gonna come out during for a certain some sort of certain part of Marvel. I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
The first film that's starting is Punisher. It's the first one we're getting.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's gonna be the first
the
movie.
Netflix joint was retardedly good.
Yeah.
You know, I never.
Excuse my.
Yeah. Well,
I never watched it.
Oh, you never watched the Netflix?
I never watched the Netflix.
This was
Punisher.
episode 2.
I
I'm glad you guys
I watched the Daredevil. Hold on. Before y'all,
we gotta jump him.
Hold on. Before y'all close my casket.
Oh, Lord.
Yo, I seen the Daredevil joint. Season 1 and season 2.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I seen Luke Cage.
You watch Luke Cage and then you see the Punisher? Get out of here, Kendall. Your priorities are messed up.
Very
Your priorities are messed up, bro.
Very messed up.
Are you serious?
Very
No.
messed
Close the damn casket.
And that's
He's
it.
done.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
tried 2 or 3 episodes
Listen.
of that green dude. What's the ninja white dude with the fist?
Oh, Iron Fist? Nah, they ain't hit with that one.
Yeah.
They didn't hit with that one. I'm
Yeah.
going to be honest with you. They didn't hit with that
I
one.
watched
That
a
one
couple
wasn't-
episodes and
I never
was
even
done.
saw season 2 of that. And I'm you know me, I watch everything.
Oh, they made a season 2 of that?
Unfortunately.
Are they gonna be making more seasons to these shows?
No, they're
I
done.
don't know.
They're
Yeah,
done.
no,
Netflix
they're
is
done.
done.
They're done.
Netflix
They're
is done.
So that's crazy if they're really
With
doing
that.
that Punisher
Well,
movie.
Disney. Yeah, that's what they're talking about.
That's crazy. So now I did see earlier, Kevin Feige, is that how you pronounce
Kevin
it?
Feige.
Feige, there you go.
Fiji.
Kevin, Kevin Fiji Water. He had said this. He put out something that said that if you want to be in tune with the, everything that's going to come in Phase 5, that you got to be watching these shows that they're dropping on Disney Plus.
Oh, of course.
See, I knew it.
Of course.
So it's all connected,
Of
bro. They're really
course.
going to take out how you were telling me at the shop the other day, or your last cut. They this shit's really about to start trying to fuck with the movie theaters, bro. They're already dropping. Have you seen the commercial for that? They're doing the live action Lady and the Tramp,
Yes.
Right.
and it's only available for streaming on Disney Plus. It's not even a
Yes.
theater joint. It's just
Wow.
straight to
Yep,
the thing.
see?
They're
See?
testing
Straight
the
to
waters.
Disney Plus. They're
testing
saying,
the
what if they
waters.
do that with Black Widow?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
I'm thinking they might do
They
that.
can do that with any
No,
of these,
I'm thinking
bro.
that they might not do. I'm thinking what they might do with Black Widow instead of that is like that video I showed you, whatever that dude is on YouTube. Shout out to whoever you are. that I subscribe to. So at least I did that.
Yeah, fact.
That they're gonna let it release in the theater, but also release it on Disney Plus at the same time.
Wait, which
You
movie
know what
is
I'm
this
saying?
that we're talking about?
Black Widow.
Oh.
That they'll release. It's gonna release in the theater and then release it on Disney Plus at the same time.
Damn, so the movie's
making
gonna take
people.
that L.
Because think about that. Then
Giving
you're
people
sitting at
options.
home. You're sitting at home. You're like, yo, okay, I can go see Black Widow for $10, whatever. Go see whoever, or
like 15.
I can sign up for $6.99.
Yes.
Right now.
And watch that.
That at home.
Yeah.
That's a major fact. Now, it's just crazy, man, because I do really enjoy the experience of going to the movie, sitting back with my popcorn, and just being in that setting. You know what I'm saying? Big ass screen. I don't got a movie screen in my house.
Right.
Like, there's no replacing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I got a decently sized TV, but it's not sitting back. I got to turn all the lights off at the crib. It's like, I got a baby monitor next to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like going to the movies is a dope experience. It's like a getaway, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that's where I get my me time.
Right.
I want to go catch a flick.
Right.
And I get it. Having it, the accessibility of it at my house, that's fire. But for some things, I don't know. But maybe Black Widow is one of those movies where it's not like, all right, I could watch this at the crib.
Right.
But I don't know.
What's good though is it gives everyone the opportunity to choose whichever one they want to do. That's
why they're killing, because they got people like my father-in-law. He doesn't like going to the movies.
Yep.
But
so people
if he's
who
got
don't like to socialize and be around
people that be in the crib,
exactly.
now it's giving them the option. So now they're getting double the dough.
Sometimes I don't want to deal with that either. Sometimes I don't want to deal with a bunch of people sitting on top.
To that, older people too. You know what I mean? Who don't want to have to come out there. Who you know what I mean? They get the opportunity to sit home now and be able to watch the shows they like. Because we can't forget, like, seniors still watch movies.
Major.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of remakes that are coming out from in their time that they still want to watch now. So
bro, Star Wars. It's not even a remake, and that's something that's what I'm saying. That shit is every age group right now.
Yep. Exactly.
There's nobody on Earth that doesn't fuck with Star Wars. I mean, there's people on Earth, but there's no age group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like one of the only things that and the fucking Simpsons.
Right.
Straight up, it's crazy.
My grandmother fucked with Star Wars, man.
You feel me? That's just generational, bro. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. As far as DC, what do you guys think about that? What direction they're going?
So, the Joker was dope. I did enjoy the Joker movie.
I hope they stick with that direction. And when I say
that
direction,
should stick with the R-rated films as well? It's like what Marvel's trying to do.
Well,
I like them better.
I don't think that matters.
It's so different because DC is dark. The Batman story is dark. The Joker story is dark. You know what I'm saying? That's a story that you don't want to tell not rated R. That's why, like you said, The Punisher has to be rated R.
Absolutely.
It's the story behind it. It's everything. And when you don't push it to that max, it doesn't tell the story correctly. It waters them down. Like, to me, that Venom movie that came out, I thought it was trash. I didn't like it. I thought they should have.
I didn't like it as a Venom movie. I just thought it was a.
I thought that they should have used. They should have saved Tom Hardy for a better role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't hit for me.
It
didn't hit for me like that.
It didn't hit for me.
And I fucks with Venom. That's one of my favorite villains. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man's one of my favorite heroes.
Yep.
So that shit's fire to me. So I was excited and I was let down. It's cool. They're gonna do the whole Carnage thing when they come back around, but it's even then I'm like, let's see how this goes.
Right.
But DC.
What do you think about Wonder Woman 1984? That's coming.
Oh, well, the original one is fire. That's actually, to me, one of the better movies they put out. Trilogy aside, you already know, like, the trilogy doesn't count when we talk about this. That shit is fire in its own entity. All three, I don't care.
Oh, the Dark Knight.
You know what I'm saying? That shit
the Dark Knight trilogy,
no, the Dark Knight trilogy is crazy. That's
a
absolutely, I love that shit. Yeah, Put that shit in the vault.
That's on the upper echelon.
That shit is an heirloom. Yeah. That shit is an heirloom.
I agree.
But as far as the new shit that they've done, to me, Wonder Woman was the best one.
Me too. I agree.
I enjoyed that shit the most.
I feel like they were on their way doing the same thing, though, with only because Zack Snyder, the one who did Justice League or some of Justice League, but he did Man of Steel.
Right.
And I thought
decent.
I thought Man of Steel was on its way to doing something good.
It was.
And then
good.
when they introduced Batman, I think
they botched Batman.
That's what it was. Batman versus Superman killed Man of Steel for me.
Right.
Like,
Trash.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Man of Steel was a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
It was. Man of Steel was a good movie. I did enjoy it. I've always had a thing with. I'm not really a Superman fan, to be honest with you.
I hear you. But they
think
just tried to rush it. They tried to rush it.
Right,
they tried to get on the fucking train
that's
like
why
Marvel
Justice League,
did.
and that's the thing. They tried to do what Marvel did in 10 years in just a couple movies, and you can't. We don't know who these randos are. I don't like the guy they casted as Flash.
Nope.
You know, that's just me.
Nope.
And
I like Henry Cavill. Their Superman.
He is a dope Superman. He is. Like I said, Man of Steel was dope. Batman vs Superman was super trash. I don't like the guy that they casted as Lex Luthor either.
Oh my god!
I don't like him. I don't like his mannerisms. He's an awkward actor. He's good in some things I've seen. I couldn't tell you any.
He wasn't a good Lex Luthor.
But no. I'm not feeling that.
Seth Rogen brought him out. He's what's his name? He was in Superbad. That was like one of his first roles.
Nah.
But he was in one of those other movies. What the hell is it? Oh, what is it? Gone in 30 Minutes. He was in that, wasn't he? He was the dude with the bomb on his chest. The delivery guy. Oh no. Something like that. He was a delivery guy with a bomb on his chest.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. I remember what you're talking about.
It's some movie. Yeah, that shit was rando.
I thought that was him.
And then for a second,
maybe that's not him.
For a second, but
is
it's not him.
Is that the dude from Double Tap?
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Zombieland, Double Tap.
Zombieland, maybe.
Isn't that him? That's the same dude.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
Zombieland.
He's mega awkward.
All right, I mix him up.
Who's
with
the Scott
Evan,
Pilgrim guy?
What's his name is?
Who's that?
The Scott Pilgrim guy.
Isn't that him?
Is that him? Is he Scott Pilgrim?
I think he is. Because the other dude's Evan something. The one from Superbad, his name's Evan something. I always mix those two guys together up for some reason. I don't know why, but
let me see. Let me check this IMDb.
Either way, he was trash.
Yes.
Movie.
Bottom line, he was.
Yeah.
And then even too, they didn't give you. They just kind of gave you like the tidbit of Cyborg.
Shazam was. I didn't like Shazam.
You know what?
Shazam,
didn't even watch it. I haven't even seen that yet.
Shazam. Let me bring that back. Shazam is one of the best DC movies. That came
I gotta
out.
check it. I do. I have to check it.
I would have to strongly disagree with you.
That's fine. That's fine.
I have to check it.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
I'm not gonna say that I thought it was okay.
I loved it. It goes perfectly with the comic to me. Everything was aligned in that perfectly.
It was good. It just wasn't it just wasn't. I could never place that above like.
It all depends what you're looking at it for, though. If you're going story wise, it was a great story. It's perfectly in line with the comic. It's perfect.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I have to check it.
If you're thinking about action and stuff like that, it's not going to compare to other ones.
I wasn't thinking about action.
It's more of the story that
I wasn't thinking about action.
To be honest, everything that I've heard has actually been good. Yeah. That's honestly the first negative review that I've heard. But again, I haven't seen it. Right. But I have actually heard good things. And you know what?
That's just my personal opinion.
My thing was that people, what I'm gathering from it is that it's almost like people are more shocked it wasn't bad. So they're like, oh, you know what? That shit wasn't bad. That shit was good. Like, you know, because I have heard that it does stick to the story really, really well.
Good.
No, it wasn't. I'm not saying it was terrible.
It's because
but again,
trailer,
I haven't seen it.
The trailer didn't do it any justice. The trailer looks
really
childish.
cheesy. Yeah. The trailer makes it look. That's why I haven't seen it.
Childish, but
that's actually why I hadn't seen it.
But the comic book, don't forget, has to do with the child. It has to do with him. You know what I mean? Stumbling across this thing, getting these powers, and everything like that. So it was dope. It was dope to me. I loved it. It's one of my favorite. I can't wait to get the movie. I'm gonna definitely go.
I gotta watch it.
It's one of the things I gotta go purchase.
I need to watch that. Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to find this freaking guy. I think his name is Jesse something. Oh, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. Some shit
Jesse
like
Eisenberg. So he was in Zombieland, 1000%.
Yep.
Was he in the other shit? Nah. What the hell?
He was in that Facebook movie. He was in that Rio. Dude, Facebook.
Yep.
Rio with the Bluebirds.
He was in that other movie with the cards with Woody Harrelson.
Oh, he had I guess he had a little role in Modern Family. I didn't see that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, Now You See Me.
Yeah,
that's where he's from. Right, that movie's fire.
Yep.
Go ahead, get yours, Jesse. That movie's crack.
Right.
That shit, I could watch that shit anytime. That shit's dope.
Yeah.
They do wild shit. Even the second one was dope, but that first one, Rigo Super, super gully. And then I haven't heard of any of this other shit. Oh, Adventureland. I seen that. That shit was trash. Sorry, Jesse. But yeah.
Nope.
Terrible Lex Luthor though. Again, sorry.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah. So in closing on the DC shit, I just would like to see them stick with the one-offs and not continue to try to do the Marvel thing.
They did do a dope show called Pennyworth about Alfred from back in the day, which is actually pretty dope.
You were telling me about that.
I've been hearing good things about that show.
Shit was actually really dope, and I think it's only like 8. It's between like 8 and 10 episodes or some shit.
Now, what is that on? What platform is that on?
It's on Epix. I watched it.
I think I got that
on some other shit. But it's accessible. Right. It is. You can get to it. You can get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
internet's a crazy thing.
Well,
absolutely.
Yep.
Nah, but that shit is actually really dope. But other than that, yes, the DC is. And I'm a Batman over everything kind of guy, man. That's how I get down. I fucks with Gotham City. You already know I rep. But yeah, they're Marvel's shitting on them when it comes to live action. Yeah. The animes though, that DC will put the shit out of an anime movie. That shit is fire.
DC drops a lot.
They drop, and it's crazy, and because the story's so dark, and you can really. That's the thing. Their stories are so overly dark that I almost feel like it takes cartoon to depict them because it's that crazy.
Right.
It's hard to translate to real life. Like Marvel, you can get more goody and bring that onto screen and shit like that.
Right.
But I mean, again, they did a great job in the Dark Knight trilogy. But it's like, damn, how do you get better than that?
Yeah.
And that's why I think the cats were spoiled with that shit, man. That shit hit us. That shit was a rare gem.
It was.
I'm surprised they let us get that.
Yeah.
That's how good that shit was. Like, damn, y'all giving this out? Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was ridiculous, man. So
it's insane.
Yeah, I don't know. DC's got to find their way, man, because they're out here looking like the Knicks, man, just lost.
Yeah, DC's got to find their niche on what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? I think they just need to reevaluate.
Stop trying to keep up with Marvel.
Right.
Let them do them and you do you.
And do your own separate thing.
Build your own joint.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's
just
it.
Make sure every film you come out with is rated R. You know what I mean? And give us what we want to see. That's all.
Yep,
Same thing with Marvel. Marvel needs to...
I did hear that Titan show is actually good, and I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that that's good.
Okay.
And I do fuck with some of the DC shows. Like, I do watch The Flash. It's kiddie, but it's dope. I like Grant Gustin as The Flash.
Okay.
Arrow... That shit was dope, then it wasn't, then it was, then it wasn't. But then you get so invested, you're like 6 seasons in, and then you find out it's about to end soon, so you're like, fuck, now I gotta just watch it just to get with it. Yeah. So I'm kind of in that loop. It's like a bad relationship. It's just lingering right now. But it has an end date, so that's the end is in sight, so it's like one of those things.
Right.
It's like running a marathon type shit.
Yeah, the only shows I indulged in was Daredevil and Punisher, I believe.
Oh, man. Back to that. Watch it now. Pull it up. That's crazy. I can't believe you haven't watched The Punisher. That shit is fire. Yeah, that shit might even be... That shit... it's hard to say, but it might be better than Daredevil.
Yeah.
And it's fire, bro. And I fucks with Daredevil. You also have to watch season 3 of Daredevil. It's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
But you should... you seen the first 2 seasons of Daredevil? You should watch the 2 seasons of Punisher and then watch Daredevil.
Yep.
And then watch the 3rd season.
I agree with that.
That's what I'll do.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Because you get a lot of info from both. Yeah. They connect. They intertwine.
I'm devastated that they canceled it. I'm devastated.
Yeah, no, that was sad news when that news hit the streets. That was sad. That was a funeral procession for sure.
Yeah, that's devastating.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Netflix.
Yeah,
that's the thing too. It's like, especially when they drop that. If they do the threefer. The Disney, Hulu, and ESPN Plus for like what, $12.99 they said or some shit like that. That's crazy. Then someone was telling me you can even get it for cheaper if you pay it off for the year on some Amazon Prime shit.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
Because just like the regular Disney thing, instead of paying the $6.99,
I know that if you have Verizon,
$60 or some shit for a year.
Right.
Yeah.
If you have Verizon, you get it for free for a year. But that's just on your phone, I believe. I don't know if that's like
Disney's everywhere. Nah, but that's the thing. I think once you're in the app. That would be your login. So whatever you use for the login when you set it up, or your Verizon account or some shit, I bet that's the login that you use. Because you got to be able to just download the app and pull it up anywhere.
That'd be dope.
Because once that's your login, that's your login.
Yep.
Like the shit I stream at the shop, I stream that at the crib. It's the AT&T TV Now shit.
Yep.
So that's how I get my ESPN. That's how I get my Sports Center. But it's way cheaper than cable.
Yep.
Shit.
That shit. Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man.
Well, and then on that note, I know I can't wait for the holidays coming up. Thanksgiving, December. We got Christmas, the New Year's.
It's a crazy time of year, man.
I know, man. I gotta get ready for this. Gotta get ready for this Christmas shopping. Goddamn, gotta get ready to be Santa's. Gotta come to town, man.
Yeah, straight up. That's how it be, bro.
Yep.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, man. That shit is gonna be crazy, man. The rush.
It's a good time of year.
Going into 2020.
There's a lot of dope shit though. To be honest with you, I've done the internet. That's the move, man.
Yeah.
Getting shit online, like.
Absolutely.
And actually, my girl's really good with finding shit throughout the year and just kind of putting it aside. Like, oh shit, this this for this person for Christmas. It actually gets a lot. It's a lot easier. I tell you what though, I'm not a gift wrapper. Awful.
Neither
terrible.
am I.
Absolutely
Neither am
not.
I.
Yeah.
No sir.
Absolutely.
Need the elves for that. That's no sir. Absolutely not.
Right.
I just supply the merchandise,
right.
and then that's it.
Right.
You got to gift wrap them because that's
it's a good time.
It's tedious and it looks atrocious when I do it, man. It's just terrible.
Right.
I was never good at that and book covers.
Right.
Because I used to have to put the paper bag on the book.
That's why now they sell
sloppy.
those bags that are like Christmassy and you just put the gift in it. And
That's what I live on now.
Top.
Bro, you come to my house for Christmas, unless it's like my kids' gifts.
Right.
Everything's in the bag.
Yep.
Everything.
Those saved my life a couple times from wrapping gifts.
Absolutely.
Like I'm terrible. So
especially if I'm copping somebody a gift card, shit, I'm going right to Walgreens, going to the rack with a million gift cards. Said, all right, where does this motherfucker go? Yeah. Here it is. Oh, Macy's, love it. Put it in a little bag, bang, take it to the register. I get the little joint, gift bag, little tissue paper, bang, crumple it up, put it on top, little icing on the cake, a little flair, write a little something on the card. Merry Christmas. And that's it, man. You out of here.
Simple.
Good. Simple. See you next year.
Very stressless. Yeah, very stressful.
I like that shit.
Like
and it's actually mad easy because instead of lugging around mad Christmas gifts, you just grab mad bags.
Right.
It's way easier to manage.
Way easier.
Niggas been grabbing 100 grocery bags since they were kids. We've been training for this. We're ready. There's no second trip to the whip. Right. Absolutely not.
No, you're right.
Word, man. Well, on that note, man, we're gonna step our gift wrapping up this coming season, man. We're gonna you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the battery over here. Our shit dying over there, man.
That's it.
So, yo, man.
We'll wrap it up.
Absolutely, man. You already know what it is, man. Take as needed.
Episode 2.
Yeah, again, thanks for having me in, guys. You already know.
Man.
Absolutely, man. Open door policy, man. Come
all day.
You know, you already know what it is, man.
Every time.
Yeah, man. Shit was fun, bro.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's roll.
We already know what it is, y'all. We'll see you back next week.
Yes, sir.